Okay, cool. That is available. Let's go ahead and get started. So, welcome to my channel, Full of Rain. And so, we're just going to draw. That's really it. That's what I anticipated to do today. So, I'm going to start somewhere on the outside because I think that's where the camera is like really focused at. So, I'll just start. We'll start on the inside. Nope. Nope, can't see that. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I guess I'll start here. Nope. I had this one figured all out. Let's see how that works. Nope, I don't think that one's gonna work either. It's like the leave behind. I had it somewhere. So I'm guessing I will just get started, and for what it is, I'm just gonna do squiggles, and hopefully you can see those squiggles. Because the abstraction is that the camera is just not focused. But we'll get there. We'll figure it all out. And I think there's like the music's playing in the background, so that should help, I think. If not, I'll figure it out in the next one. I told myself that I just wanted to get something completed today, so you can see. Or maybe I should have pointed the camera somewhere else. Oh well. So I guess we'll just go down. See, like that is happening. Just make sure. I think this will work this time. I think my hand might be in the way too. Let's see. I'll just wait for the camera to... Yeah, I think my hand's in the way. Maybe I should have pointed it to the other side. Welcome to the other side. Oh well. So if you don't know who I am, I guess at this point it will... it would just be I guess a description of what I'm doing here, because my name can be forgetful until you figure out what I'm capable of. So let's take a short look at no, let's not do it that way. What do I like? Oh, I like animation. Something about the grasp of cartoon-ish. The idea that things can happen. No, that's not right either. I mean, I do like the animated part of our existence. Because as a kid or a young something, I like that. I like to think about all those weird possibilities. Look, the corner's almost done too. And why am I even talking like this dry? Because I thought of something this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make these animations and people are going to really like them. And then I was like, you know what? If people don't like them, I guess it's okay. Because I'm just expressing. And I guess that's ultimately what animation does, just express something. Because there's like some pretty wild ways to express ourselves. And I can go into a whole bunch of details about that. Because I watch people wrestle each other, which I was like, why are they doing that? Is it because they like the physical closeness of others? Do they like the competition of being more superior than somebody else? Or do they not understand that hurting each other causes long-term pain? And you got to remember, like, this is not an animation. This is something that's real. People are really doing this. So I guess it's the mix of a little bit of everything. And I think I'm drawn to that because why not? Why not take something that is, you know, like it's like really not possible, and then showcasing it to the masses, like this video. I know I'm only gonna get a couple views because you can't see my face. Now, if you could see my face, I might get a few views. People to even say, hey, I heard what you said and I saw your face. Can you do more of that? And then I would be like, yeah, I think I have the energy to do more of this. And which is really wild because I don't have a lot of energy while I'm sitting. While I'm standing, it's a whole different ball game. And I noticed that. And I think other people have noticed it too. So this is interesting because I think this channel is going to turn into a complete podcast. And obviously I don't think I'll be drawn the whole entire time. I think this is it's just me just talking to myself so I can see where to get to and how to get there quicker. Because there's somebody that was in my head this morning and he was talking about how artists, because that's what they claim that I am as an artist, but I think more of it is that I'm a creator. I'm a designer of. So when he said that, he was trying to reference a bunch of people that existed at some point in time, I guess. And so the conversation was a little inorganic for me. So I was like, yo, he's not talking to me. He can't be talking about the person that I am, because I'm just a creator. I don't care about art. I don't care about how people see what I do, because they'll forget about it. They can't take it home. They can't put it on their wall sometimes. So how does that make me an artist? Yeah. Explain to me, how does that make me an artist? All you see is what I'm giving you. So that's the creator. And that's an interesting thing. Because, like, most people who believe in something, sometimes they can't see it. They just know because it was created. It's a thought. It's part of the imagination. So, yep. That's all we do is use our imagination. The images. So, I guess at this point, I'm just creating this line art on this canvas because I wanted something to create. Oof. So the part of me doing something like this is easy, I guess. So I said, well, I'll show how easy it is or how difficult, because all I'm doing is making these abstract lines, these abstractions. Because for one, they don't go with anything. They're just being created. Why am I so dry with this talk though? I feel like I could sit here and tell jokes though. And that would probably be a lot more fun. But I don't know any jokes right now. So you'll have to sit and look at the dogs in the back. There's a cat back there too. And hopefully this marker doesn't run out. So I also watched this guy, and you know, he was telling me, because he honestly wasn't speaking to anybody but somebody who was watching, but he was speaking to me in such a way that I was like, I don't not like him, but whatever he's trying to say is not, it's not making its point. So I was like, well, like, how do I have whatever it is that he's claiming that as an artist? Damn it, you can't see that either. This is really difficult to draw like this. Let's see if that is in picture now. Yeah, it's kind of in focus. So I was like, well, how do I get what he's saying? And so I guess this was like an hour-long video that he had created for his supporters and channel and all the other people who might have commented and said something about like how life is seen by artists. And so I think I'm gonna take this and go all the way around. Or no, because I'll have to come back. Okay, this is, yeah, I'll have to come back. And so I told myself that I wanted to make videos that would include those. Actually, you know what? I didn't even think about it like that too. I don't think I thought about creating content for other artists. I think I thought of it as a way just to showcase my creativity. Like, because I thought I could make, this is really scribbly now. Yeah, that was not supposed to scribble like that, but whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to show how creative that I was. And as dry as I sound right now, the mode is just to encase something, and so you can grab someone's attention. You could take a part of their day and be like, hey, take a look at this. Like, you have to see what I'm doing. Because I don't know how else to make content. I don't know how else to like show that I'm here. And I'm not really, I mean, I'm a funny person, like in person I'm funny, but like this is mostly just my head talking, like the brain of me. You still can't see it. This is like the upper part of my brain just going. So like, yeah, I don't know how else to be funny. I don't know how else to force people to like the things that I do, because I don't know what other people like. And I'm okay with that. Somebody told me, it was like, if you're gonna make t-shirts, you gotta make funny videos. Like, you have to promote it as funny. But I was like, I don't make funny stuff. I just make and create things that my imagination leads me to think about. So how do I make that funny instead of it being really super serious? But like the last part of this art right here, I don't know how it's funny. I know somebody's smiling in it. Like, there's two characters that are smiling, but how is that funny? So like, if I'm gonna turn this and make this into a t-shirt, or hopefully sell it to people who might think it's funny, like, I'd still have no idea how any of that. So like, I could drop it a few times, and I just, other than that, I just really have never figured out how to be funny. So I apologize for not being funny, because all I know is like just the basics part of creating, and that's what I'm really good at. So I'm like one of those like behind the scenes guys. Like, I'm always watching everything because somebody told me that that was part of my job, and that's what I'm really good at. So I'm like the cameraman or the editor or the guy who set up all of this stuff so somebody else could be in front of the camera. And that's what I'm okay with. 100%. That's what I'm really okay with. And that's what I get paid to do. For real, for real. For real. Yep. And I set up all of this just to show you. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should make videos that people can use like for learning purposes. Like, oh, I watched your video and it helped me edit and it helped me stylize, and because I'm not really funny, I just like to make videos. Or no, wait, they would say that they're funny and they like to make videos, but they don't know how to create, um, you know, all of the things that would help them facilitate how funny they are, or if they can tell jokes better than their brothers or their sisters. And I'm sorry, my hand's in a way. I feel like it's really weird. I probably should have put the camera on the other side because I'm actually not left-handed. I'm ambidextrous, but my dominant drawing hand is right. And now I'm just realizing that I should have put the camera on the other side. Yeah. I could actually do that right now. I don't know how much energy it would take me for me to facilitate that, because I did not realize that the camera would be yeah. I'm thinking about doing that right now because I don't like the way it's on that side. I feel like you would see my oops. I feel like you would see my my hat most of the time. But yeah, I think that's what I'm really good at. And I don't have a problem with knowing and telling people that, because I keep telling people that I've been here for quite a while, and it's easier for me to just show you what I'm capable of doing rather than, you know, trying to make up content that other people, you know, are capable of doing, because I don't think I'm ever going to get to that point. Like, I'm really freaking serious about stuff in life, and I don't know why, other than the fact that I've been through like some traumatic situations, and like I'm always on guard with a lot of situations. And sometimes I'm like, oh, you have to be happy, or you have to, I think this is running out too, like you have to be happy about where you're going. And I try to settle down that stiff motif of, you know, you're not having fun if you're not laughing with other people. Or so I try to include, you know, this marker is really running out, but I really try to include a lot of the you know, the happy parts of life in, you know, in life. So I watch other people, and I don't have a problem with that. I watch a lot of people, and I think that's what people like to know, that they're being watched by creepy people who don't have the same skill set, so they come to you for that energy. And so, like me, I can draw, and I've been told like countless amount of times that, you know, those other people who, it's like, oh yeah, I like your art, you got a really good skill, like you're exceptionally good at what you do. And I'm like, so are you. Like, you can draw, you just choose not to. And they're like, oh no, you know, I can't really draw. And then they'll be like, yeah, I can only draw stick figures. And I'm like, yo, what are we talking about right now? Because you just said you couldn't draw 2 seconds ago, and now you're telling me that you have drawn stick figures. Like, oh, well, I haven't drawn them really good. And I'm like, well, what the hell is, what are we talking about? Because I forgot the focus was that we were talking about you being able to create. And regardless of how you see it, everybody has an art skill. You just don't know what to functionally call it, because somebody else is like, well, you're not getting paid for it, and it doesn't look like everybody else's, so it's not really art. It's more like you're just creating. And I'm like, god dang, you guys are freaking stupid. And I say stupid in a way like you're just insane to say something It's like, what's that word? It's another word to describe if you're saying the same thing and then you're doing the same thing and then trying to make it seem as if those things didn't work together. But whatever you call it, that's what I feel. You know, you got it. We all have the same exact juice for whatever reason. I mean, some people are better at like physically doing stuff, and some people are better at, you can't see what I'm doing. And some people are better at like organizing those things to be seen or said or heard or yeah. And I guess at this point, this is just like a vlog for me. If nobody else ever gets to watch it, I know that if you can find something on the internet, right? If you can find something on the internet, this video will be found one day. And although you can't see my face, you don't even know what I'm made out of, other than the fact that I have an arm. Isn't that crazy? You don't even know if I have a voice. I could just be doing a voiceover. Some AI bot is doing a voiceover. And yeah, that's really it. So, I mean, I'm just coming down to the line of saying that, you know, we all have what it is that takes to be creators. Like some people get pregnant. Like that's part of creation. You're an artist as well, because whoever it is that's going to come out is going to have some skills that you pass down, and so that makes you an artist, right? It might be good in some ways because it depends on how you look at it, but in the end, like you created some magic, and like 4 people are watching you create magic at the same exact time. That makes sense, right? You're giving birth, that's magic. But who am I to say? Because I'm just a person with a hand and you can't see my face. Yep. But let me go back to this guy, this white guy who's telling me he had supporters and he had people who were commenting on his videos and telling him, you know, how much they liked what he had presented on YouTube as content. And I say to that, I was like, you know, I'm glad that he's able to reach people, because that's the part of our science, is being able to reach people. Because I could think of it like, all right, so back back at some other point, if that same guy was saying the same exact thing, right? He was telling people like how he saw representation of artists. A would say that he was an innovator, that he opened up the door. He would get a Nobel Peace Prize because he found why artists, I guess at this point, were constructed around and said to be like crazy. And you know, he would get his flowers, because he was like, wow, you found out, you know, why people have like schizophrenia, and you know, the only thing they want to do is draw and yell and sing and dance and, you know, perform, because that's all that people can do, right? I'm not saying that we don't have other skill sets, because we do, but the point of it is that we're able to manufacture it in such a way that it's okay. It is okay to be and say and do. And so like that would have led and opened up so many doors for people not to be seen as like insane. And it's interesting. because we're at this point, and I still think that this where we're at right now is still in the past. I think that, like, this is like still like the 2000s, and once we get to the hundreds, when people look back, they're like, yeah, this was a long time ago, man. We don't use technology like that anymore. We don't use cell phones, and we don't use, because that's old stuff. Because I'm looking at, like, we don't barely even use books to do anything but as reference. So if this guy made this YouTube channel and had all these people supporting him at this time, like, all this is just reference for somebody else to be able to do something, you know, somewhere along the lines in the future, are going to be able to go back and be like, hey, this guy was actually, he was actually putting on a show. Like, he was like really referencing stuff, really making things make sense. And that's what they would say for this guy, whatever his name is. And I'm not gonna put his name out there because he not gonna get no more, what's the word, I'm not gonna give him any more followers, because he's doing whatever he's doing in his own way, shape, and form. So yeah, that's just how it goes. But so, wow, that makes me feel like I'm I don't know, honestly, I'm just living. So let's see. So the next time I do this, I'm either gonna have a face cam, or I'm gonna put the camera angle so it'd be on the other side, so you can actually see what I'm doing, because my arm is really in a way. Not saying this is negative, but it's really. And so there's another thing too. Like, I really like watching people walk through the galleries. You ever walk through a gallery? Like, there's always somebody that's like recording or taking pictures of something of the art. And I really like watching people do stuff like that. Not the full effect of somebody doing something like that, but like just watching the art, like somebody documenting it, and I just get to see, that part of it. And it's weird, such a weird thing, because like, even going to, oh man, my marker is doing marker stuff. It's not a fine tip anymore. It's like a brush. Anyway, so yeah, something about that, it's just like really turned me on to like watching other people. Who's this guy called? The art guy, or I don't know what the heck his name is. But I guess he pays other people to go to galleries that are in their local area and just record the art on the walls. And I found that to be pretty lucrative, I guess. Because if he paying people and then getting subscribers, and then, you know, getting the watch hours, and people are coming by just to view stuff. Because I've been putting it on. I'll go and wash clothes or something and come back and watch from wherever, you know, the art has you know, left off at, and somebody's just like recording it. That's really it. This market is doing crazy stuff right now. And I was like, I can go to somebody else's art gallery and just record, and then put it on my channel as like content, because yeah, the person in the video doesn't say a thing. They just are recording and documenting. So isn't it like copyright? Because it's somebody else's artwork. It's like somebody else's muse, and we're just, I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just observing. Yeah. Because who knows what else somebody had to do to get that art up there, and then somebody else is taking credit for like recording it and taking images and in a sense selling it to somebody else. Because did I give you permission? I don't think so. I don't think I gave you permission to take video of my artwork and put it up on your own platform so you can get paid. And I'm just stating that because I thought it was funny. But in the end, I still like to watch other people create. So, and bravo to y'all. It's been a really dry video. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure out other ways to, like, I don't know. But maybe this content thing isn't for me. Maybe it's more like for everybody else. Because if I'm not talking about money or how to fix something or how to make something, it's more like, bro, you can do this shit on your own. And yeah. But those are just my thoughts. And my thoughts are, what's the word? I don't know. Maybe my sons will go back and watch this. I have 2 boys. Maybe they'll go back and watch this and be like, Dad, what were you talking about? Like, why were you talking like that? I don't know. Oh, that's the word, insecure. Maybe it's like some type of insecurity. Because, man, if I could tell you guys my everyday, you'd be like, man, you're really human, aren't you? Like, yeah, I think I strive to do the same things that everybody else do. And they're every day. And, you know, there's a lot of doubts and stuff because, yeah, because I don't have somebody to, like, pat me on the back and tell me I did good today. And, you know, you should keep going and you should keep doing that because it's, you know, there's some people out there, trust me. There are some people out there who see it and are like, wow, I can't believe, you know, and I honor that and I appreciate that. But, you know, it's still one of those things that you have to go back to because it's not like written on my forehead. And like when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, that's correct. You know, maybe I should get that tattooed on my forehead and be like, dude, you're doing an awesome job. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about your hair today because no one's going to care. No one's going to say anything negative to you. And it's really crazy that I think about that too. Because I be going like shopping and stuff. And I be seeing people who are dressed like they're about to go see, you know, the president of the United States. So they put on their best fits. I'm like, where are y'all going? I'm not saying that you should go out looking crazy, but you know what it is now to be a person. It's like, no, you have to fit into this social mold. And if you're not in that mold, people are going to outcast you. But then I'm like, well, what do you look like when you're at home? Do you still dress the same? Do you put on like your most expensive clean clothes? And probably not. But you know, when you go out, you are that representation of something that people don't really get to see often. So you probably want them to see you know, the best aspect of whoever the heck you are, because these are people's memories. They're gonna remember this person in some way. If they was acting crazy, or you know, if they said something nice, because I do that a lot. I really wish you guys could meet me in person though. I really wish you guys could see what I'm like in real life. So you guys would just be like, who is this dude? Is this dude real? I'd be like, yeah, 100% real. I am who I say I am. And like I find it funny too, because you know what? I think these are gonna be my vlogs. These are gonna be my like drawing vlogs where you just hear my voice. It's like a podcast. And So I saw this girl. I think she was a girl. I don't think she was quite yet a woman, but she was attractive. So I was like, wow, you really have a nice dress on today. Like, I really like that color. I didn't say anything else specific, like to who she was or anything like that, because I didn't know how old she was. But I was like, yeah, that's a really nice dress. And so my brain was like, it's like, yeah, just that's good. Just leave it at that. And she turned around. She goes, oh, thank you. And then I was like, it's like, why did I say that? And then I was like, well, she did whatever it was to take to get there. She put on her best outfit. She doesn't know who she's trying to impress, I guess, at that point. She don't know who she could meet. She doesn't know what's going to happen. But something about that told me to say something really nice to her. And that's what I did. And I was like, you know what? I was like, she's going to remember that. I don't know if she can remember that for the rest of her life, because that red dress could have like this effect where she can wear that thing every day. She'd go out somewhere and she'd be like, look, I need somebody to tell me I look good in this dress. And then that'd just be it. You know what I'm saying? But for what it was, I know she would remember that for a while, and that would be something that would help her, for her mental. Because I don't know what she goes through. I don't know how she feels about her image. I don't know how she feels about her clothes. As anybody growing up, we don't know what to expect. So we're kind of looking for other things to help guide us and, say something really nice. So, if you say something mean to somebody, normally they don't know how to, how to respond to something like that. But nice comments make us like feel good about the things that we continue to do for ourselves. And, whatever that might be, that really would help her. And so, just like I said, I didn't think it'd be anything else. I just like, yeah, this is really nice. Like, really nice dress. And that was it. And so to you, whoever you are, I hope you had a great day. So I'm almost done with this. Let's see if I can get all of this in the camera. Waiting for it. Nope, I can't get all of it in the camera. I said I'm gonna get all of that in the camera, and I got like nothing. But this is fun. I think I'm gonna do these more often as vlogs. If I'm arting, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because these are fun. And then I just get to show you a little bit of, my art and what I can create, and, what I think of myself and like my everyday. I think it's interesting too that we often share, our mind, and in response to that, like, we're able to communicate. And I really do enjoy that. I just really wish I could do that with more people, because I do talk a lot. Like, I could sit up here and talk for like 4 hours and not even be mad. I just wouldn't be mad. I'd probably get up and get some stretches in, because I can't sit for that long. But standing up, I'll do that forever, bro. Forever. And yeah, it's funny because I'll tell you this little secret, because I don't think anybody's listening anyway. But I walked one day. I walked for 7 hours in a parking lot. And the good thing is that this is like it was like an area for the library, and they might not have thought anything different, because people passing by there is like, yeah, this dude's just walking somewhere and not necessarily walking in a circle. But I did that for one day, and it's like the greatest feeling, because now I remember it. And I was talking to my mom. I was just telling her how things were going in my life, and you know, how I wanted to make like huge changes, and you know, the place that I was at that point was not healthy for me, and I really need to go. I'm gonna have to loop back around. Yeah, I'm gonna loop back around on this one. But I was like, I'm gonna put on my walking shoes, and I said I'm just gonna go for a walk, and that's what I did. I walked for 7 hours though. I walked from the early day all the way until nighttime. I was like, oh shoot, I really need to go home, and my legs were hurting. But I was like, you know what? I was like, the fact that I'm gaining muscle from this walk, and I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna remember this. So this is also a positive thing for my mind, because I got out all of the things, all of the stresses, all of the things that were worrying me. I got to talk to somebody about it, and all I did was listen. That was really it, and that really helped me to get here, which is really incredible because, you know, I don't know who. I'm not sure there would have been anything negative that would have happened if I didn't take the walk, but you know, things were leading up to the fact that I really need to leave that area in my life, because you know, maybe other people didn't see it, but I kept seeing it as a negative. I was like, nah, I can't stay here, because stuff is like driving me up the wall, and you know, nobody else was in response to it helping me help make that change. So yeah, somebody needed to make some changes, and I was like, you know what, I'll be the one to make the change, and that's what I did. So that's how I got here, and that's why I'm still here and not, you know, 6 or 7 feet under, because I really needed that walk, and I really had people who were going to support me in that walk, for real. And I don't know what everybody else needs, and often sometimes it's just somebody just to listen and, you know, take in what they're saying, because you know, we go through things, and we don't really know how any of that stuff affects us mentally, because most of it is all mental. It's not really physical as much as we think it is, because our mental controls you know, what we're stimulated by and what we're affected physically by. So you could think of a ton of things and be like, well, that didn't hurt me, so I'm gonna keep doing it, because the brain is not responsive, you know, sometimes to that physical. Man, I'm saying some clutch stuff too. But can you see? No, can't see. Let me see. Who else can I add as a reference to this? Because I don't know how many other people are following that I normally talk to. I don't think anybody's following this channel just yet. 'Cause I have another channel, and it is Perky's Pocket. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to use this to go back out. Okay, go back out on this one. But like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy to think that we have so many people out there that, you know, experience different things, and you know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's really good to talk to people who we don't know, because in that we can make somebody who we don't know, we can make them believe in what we're experiencing, because sometimes family doesn't believe it. You know, even friends are like, yo, I never expected that. And you know, because we didn't experience together, you know, as friends, like, I don't believe it. So it's really enriching just to talk to people, you know, or looking from the outside in. rather than somebody trying to compare what they've already experienced. Because I sometimes go through that with people, and I'm like, I've never experienced that before, so I don't understand. Most of the time I do understand, but I just never experienced it with that person, so it's harder for me to agree and be like, yeah, you should keep experiencing that. It sounds like it's a good thing, because half of the time, yeah, half of the time it's probably not as good as you think it is. That's what your brain is telling you, making you believe that it's okay, because that physical pain is not there. It's not going to tell you that, well, I've been talking for 50 minutes, let's go. But yeah, that your brain is sometimes not going to turn off that part of the brain and be like, look, you're doing wrong, and here's why. And yeah, I think I need to do it this way. You know what? I don't even mind flipping this. Is it in? Yeah, it's kind of in the camera. Let me see. What other experience do I have? Man, I have so many crazy detailed experiences. Somebody told me, it's like, yo, you talk a lot. I was like, well, you know, if I didn't tell you anything that I ever go through, how would people know that I'm real? Like, how would you know that who I say I am or what I am? Yo, this marker is doing extra stuff right now. I'm about to get another marker. Let's see if I can leave this without it falling. Hopefully I remember what the heck I was just saying. All right, let's see if this marker will change by day. I don't like to tip on that marker either. Okay, this is a new marker. So, what was I saying? Is that people think that, well, this is nope, this marker tip is too narrow. I need it to be fine and thick. Oh, that one's too. Look at this, is a good fine thick marker. I gotta press hard. Oh, this one's dry as cotton. I might just have to go back to the marker that's messing up, because I didn't cut it. I think I have to I think I have to cut the edge. see. Because it doesn't fit. All right. I guess I'm just gonna have to go with the flow. I don't remember what the heck I was saying. Guess that's whatever. I don't know. I think I was talking about somebody thinking that I was ludicrous in such a way that, like, oh yeah. So I guess we all just need to be, I guess, heard, seen, felt, emotionally, like. Let me see. What was the other one? Oh, the other one is like, okay, so like, if you go out to places, and I'll be like, I wonder if this person needs a hug. Not saying that they're going through anything, but like our connection through people is through like physical contact. It's just like I was saying, like our brain will tell you mentally, oh yeah, you're doing good today. Like everything is cool, you know, nothing bad's happening. So what I was thinking was like, well, what if I just ask random people wherever I'm at, like, hey, could I have a hug? I really need like a hug today. Or don't even ask them, not like, I don't even have to say like I really need it, but just ask for a hug and be like, can I have a hug? Can you? And see what the response would be like. I think I'm gonna start doing that and see how people take that. Not as like an experiment, because I don't think it's okay to like record and see people's reactions based on that. But then again, it could make me a lot of content, a lot of subscribers, because look at this random dude hugging random people. Look how cool that is. Like let's subscribe to him. And I'm like, well, then I've got to figure out how to make more videos like that. And then I'm like stuck in this chain of mental disaster, because I'm like, well, I just wanted to get a hug from people every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I was like at one point, I'm telling myself that I have to talk to more people, like in the real world, like not on social media, like not on gameplay, not through emails and stuff, but just like in real life. Just ask people how they really are doing. And so it's interesting because like if you go to the grocery store, or if you go somewhere where people like customer service, like somebody has to talk to you because they're doing a service for you. You know, they're going to be like, you know, oh man, this marker is bleeding on my hand. I don't know which one it is, but I hope that it stops. And you know, like at that point they're pretty much being held hostage, because now they really have to talk because it's part of their job. They're in customer relations. And I was like, I have to talk to somebody every day. I said I'm going to talk to at least 10 people, even if it's just a hi and bye, or how you doing, or you know, talk about the weather or something like that. Because half of the time it's not anything other than it's being relatable, because people don't talk about, you know, non-relatable stuff. So so yeah, for like I think like the last 7, I'm gonna get ink on my hand, aren't I? The last like 7 months, I have just randomly, I gotta go talk to people. And if you've met me in real life, I'll always tell you the same exact thing. Not saying that it's not true, but I'll be like, my day is perfect. And then people are like, oh, that's great. That's really great. And I'm like, no, it's perfect. Like, I've designed my entire life around perfection. For real, for real. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. And then I had one person, I'm not gonna tell you who she was, but she's very dear and close to my heart. She told me, people don't like when you say that your day is perfect or you're perfect or something like that. And so I was like, well, it's like, but I am though. Like, somebody created me, somebody took time to create who I am. And if I told you every day, like, my life sucks and I don't want to be here, and, you know, I hate talking to people, and, you know, I hate the way I dress, like, you would just be like, I'm not freaking talking to this dude because he's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, mentally, he's just not healthy. So, yeah, so that's what I say, that I'm perfect. And because I was created, and I'm not a bot, but I know what perfection looks like. And not that I'm trying to get to perfection, but I'm already in the space of perfection because I'm here for it, right? Like, I get up every day and I say, I'm going to do something good. I'm going to do something that's meaningful. I'm going to do something that makes me the person that you see in front of you and not anything else. And so, yep, I'm perfect. That I am. I really am. I'm perfect. So in that vision, so talking to like 10 people, and they're like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Good. And I was like, I don't even think you guys know what good means anymore. Like, I think you heard somebody else say good, and you're like, well, I'm gonna use that. Yeah, I'm just good. I'm like, but what's your name? Because good is not your name. For real, for real. Like, the next time you see somebody, tell them what your name is and see what the reaction is. See if they actually emulate that and be like, oh, my name is so and so. My name is Perky's Pocket. And see what they say. And see what the difference is. For real. Because good describes, I don't know, nothing at this point. The next time somebody tell me good, I'm gonna tell them my name and be like, I'm Perky's Pocket. And then they're gonna have to ask other questions, or we're just gonna leave it at that. But that lasting effect will be there. They're gonna be like, well, is that his name, or is he trying to tell me that he's something? And the conversation will either go somewhere or it won't. And I'm okay with that. Oh, I got another one too. When I was at this restaurant, and on the way out, I saw 3 beautiful, oh my gosh, they were so beautiful, beautiful females. And they were just like looking at their menu at this restaurant. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask how they doing. And that's it. On the way out, I was like, how y'all doing? You know? And they were like, oh, I'm good. And I was like, man. And I just wanted to tell them, I was like, no, I just wanted to say, like, no, y'all not. Like, y'all are perfect. Y'all are like the most beautiful people that I've seen. Like, on the way out. Like, I don't, like, it was like hard for my brain to like mentally not want to say something. Is that right? Not want, or whatever the case was. I really wanted to say something. Like, I really wanted to start up a whole conversation. But, you know, I was headed to another place of my destination for the day. But, you know, that little short conversation, I was like, dang, you know, like, it's really hard for people to not see sometimes, you know, everybody. So, you know, in that way, I was just like, I really wanted to be a long form conversation because good only gives me like nothing. I might as well have just said nothing at this point. Just walked on out and farted, you know, because it just meant nothing at that point, and it was. But for me, it gave me a memory. I don't remember their faces, but I remember that they were gorgeous. They were beautiful people. They were dressed well. They had makeup, and they looked like they were on, you know, they were on some good stuff. You know, like for whatever they were doing for their life, they had figured out how to prepare. And that's funny because I don't see a lot of people who like really throw me off like, yo, they're doing bad. So it's interesting because I remember days where I did see people like that, where they were like, they weren't going to many places too far. And I can see them, those people, saying that their day is good. I'm like, oh, okay, well, keep having a good day, you know? And it's, I don't know, maybe it's just me for conversation worthy. And if I'd have had more time to stop and, you know, ask in detail. But then again, it's like, you know, how much do I really care? Because they're not going to be my friends. Because that's the other thing that I'll be thinking about too. I'll be like, well, can they be my friends? Forget about like passing by and them, you know, never seeing me, and we're not really going to be friends, or we're not really going to talk about anything. We're just, you know, we're just driving by, you know, like you're on a highway and somebody waves at you, you know, like, okay, well, that wave is important, but how much of an impact will it have? Because I don't know who you are, and, you know, I don't know what the wave meant. Were you trying to wave me down because I left something on top of my roof of my car? Like what? But then again, that's just, I guess, the part of me thinking, me thinking of everything. Because I know a lot of people don't think as much as I do. And if they do, yep, those gaps need to be filled by something, somebody. And it's interesting. So yeah, that was it. That was an interesting thing. And I do that a lot. I go to places and I'll see somebody be like, yo, I really like your fit. And I'm just going to tell you that, like, I really like it. And you should tell me more about it. Like how you presented yourself today. Like how the heck did you figure this out? Like how, but sometimes it just doesn't come out that way. So sometimes it just comes out as a compliment, and then I'll just keep it moving. Because half of the time it means something, and half of the time it's like, oh, well, I get compliments every day, so I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. You know, just observing. Just being an observer. Sorry you can't see like the line work that I'm actually doing. You could just only see my hand in front of it. But I'm not sorry, because I'm actually doing this today. I said I'm gonna put some work in to my art today, so that's what I'm doing. And you get to be here for it. If you're not here for it present right now, you'll be here later on. And I've already finished what I'm doing right now. Excuse me, this will already be the past. This will already be something that I've finished. But it's fun though. I ain't even gonna lie, like this type of work makes me feel good, rather than like playing video games or like working some 9 to 5. I don't know. Then again, like I've worked a bunch of 9 to 5s and they've been fun too. So I guess it's just, this is the fun part of the 9 to 5, right? I gotta reach. Hold on, I gotta reach up here. And let me see what else. What else can I talk about? Oh, the water bottles too. I was doing water bottle drawings, but I got Like really tired of buying the water bottles to draw. So I bought canvas to draw. And yep. So that's where I did most of my evaluation of my life. And I guess I'll get back into it. Maybe it'll be a thing. But I haven't bought any. So that goes that. Yep. Sometimes we just need breaks too. Mental freaking breaks. Let me see if I can think of something else. Cause I experience a lot of dumb stuff too. But then again, it's like if I felt like it was dumb, it most likely was somebody who was very inexperienced in that type of conversation. So it was hard for them to get a quick way of describing, because then again, they probably had to mentally think of how to say whatever was in response to what I was saying, or the conversation was going, or something. Yeah. And I'm having like this nostalgia point right now because the window's open and I can hear everything. And there's a sound of the trees blowing, which is giving me like I've been somewhere before, or this is a before time. Can you hear that? The birds are saying stuff too. They're saying a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. Wait, can you see that? No, you can't see it because my hand's still in the way. It's early morning too. I got up early this morning. I think it was like 5. And I was like, no, you need to close your eyes and go back to wherever you were just at, because it is too early to do anything. But I had to have responsibilities. Yeah. What kind of responsibilities do y'all have at this early amount of time in the day? Because I know nobody's like viewing this, but I'm pretty sure like 5 people will go back and view this video and maybe even say something in the comment section, because I have to draw you into this conversation. And I really do apologize for you not being able to see the line work that I'm creating, other than the fact that there's an after effect of it. I'll fix that maybe in the future video. If I do another future video like this, I do have 2 of these canvases that are going to be the same, so I might make another video and just have a long form conversation. Yeah, I do, because I'm making copies, like dual copies of my canvas artwork right now for this show. And yeah, hopefully people like it. It's something different, and I'm putting a bunch of energy into it. So you know what, I could probably use this video for the gallery showing too. Maybe if people tune into it, I could send that is it QR code? Yeah, a QR code, and they can just go watch it of me actually doing the line work for these, because it's really hard to document these, because like the camera angles or whatever happening with the camera view on this one is really difficult. And like, I'm not trying to spend extra money to get the camera to do, you know, one single thing when it just needs to be recording. So documenting my squiggles and line work, that's really it. And my voice. So that's really it. So actually, you know, it's really crazy because like on this journey, I remember when I was a kid, we had animals in the house. We had like a cat and a dog, a few dogs actually. And I had my own dog at one point in time. And I took care of him and I loved him. We went for walks and he responded to me very well. So we had like a good relationship. And the fact that I have dogs and cats in the background of this video, it just makes me believe like this is just a crazy cycle of things that I really enjoy about my life. And yeah, what do you guys enjoy really about your life? Do you guys have some special type of bird or cat or dog, or you know, because I've heard stories that people, you know, had dogs for like 11 years and they're like, yeah, I had a dog as I was growing up, and you know, he's still around and stuff. I'm like, yo, for real? Because all of the pets that I've ever had are gone. Like, they've ceased to exist in some way, shape, or form. But do you guys have animals that, you know, you keep around still and are still like a part of your existence? Because I really like animals. I think that's what we are supposed to do because they are our friends. Yeah. And I've had some really crazy animal friends. I have like a hamster. I had a couple dogs, some cats, and yeah, they really made me respect like animals. They really helped me appreciate like how life, instead of me disrespecting their lives, because I'm like, yo, I think we all have like this meaning of life, and if animals respond to me, then they're alive just like I am. And then so I can think a little deeper into it and force myself to be like, yo, you have to respect these animals because they have a conscience, they eat, they are breathing, and you know, at some point in time they're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to die just like we do. So while we're, you know, all together, like why not have like the best of times? You know? So I have pictures and videos and all that stuff of my previous companions. But what do you guys do? Do you guys have like animals like that too? And I'm only asking because I have pictures and cats and dogs. Like I could change the background at any point, but I made this video because AI said it was possible for cats to drive. So I was like, let's do it. Let's let them get a car and drive on a different planet. I really do like furry animals. I think I'm a furry animal too. Does anybody else like that? Anybody else out there that likes furry creatures? Not in a crazy way, but like aha, yeah, I do. Because I'd be watching movies and people don't have pets. It's interesting. Like, how do you go through an entire movie? I mean, some do. Some do have pets in movies, but like these people with like mental situations, they really don't have pets. And that's really scary. Because like they could be our best friends. Sorry you can't see this. Cause it's like really in a way. Yep, it's all the way at the bottom. It's, oh my gosh, it's such a pain in the butt to hold this thing. Yeah, I think it's in the camera now. Yep. me see. What else can I talk about? Can I talk about money? I like to make money. I like to spend money. Let me see. What's the most expensive thing I spent money on other than a car? Other than my computer. My computer is like $1,400. I guess that's really it. I don't really spend money like that on clothes. I think the most I spent on like some shoes or something was like over $200. But yeah, I think everybody's done that if they could. They just wanted to get those. So I guess that's it. I don't think I really... No boats. Yeah, so... I guess not. I guess I've never spent the money. Yep. I mean, if I could, I would. Like, if I could find something to spend, I would. But there's really nothing out there that I want. Because I can have whatever. Yeah. You know, not bragging or anything, but like you live long enough, you're like, oh, well, I want that. Like an RV, or I want like a jet ski, or, you know, some sails, or some firecrackers, or I don't know, expensive TVs or audio, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just get to that point, like, okay, well, I can afford it, so I could just go get it. You know, like that's, and we don't even realize, but we probably spend just as much if we bought one item in one day. In the entire month or year, we spend that. Like, just group all of your money together and be like, how much do I spend a month on everything? Food, clothes, dining, accessories, you know, toiletries, haircuts, you know, shopping, eating out, you know, all that stuff. Like, you really, that's the bulk of it. You could probably say you spend like $4,000 a month. Yep. For real. And I think that's the sickening part too, because I'm like, we could just spend all that money on those type of things and just make room for the next month. Well, we're gonna spend some money this month. Yes, sir. Can I get over there? I don't think I can get over there. It's cool. But this is finished. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I have to finish his underarm. Let me see if you can see that. I'm done. I'm tired of sitting now. Okay. This underarm. It's a he, too. Both of these characters are males. Yep. I thought that they were females, but I didn't get that, so they're both males. They could be me too. I was thinking about that, but I don't think so. There's some other type of creatures I created, and yeah. Let me see if I can get this in the whole entire screen. Let's see, get my marker out. So I'm gonna put, because I'm finished with this one. I'm gonna put, I think right here at the bottom. Let's see if I can make sure I get it in the camera. Yep, I can get it in the camera. So I'm gonna put Perky's pocket up here. Perky's pocket. Put it right here. So I really appreciate those who will come to view this video on demand, and make sure you go ahead and subscribe, because I will be making plenty more of these videos, and hopefully, hopefully they hit, some type of organ in your body that makes you, that visual. I don't know why it's so blurry, but hopefully life is not as blurry after, some of these talks. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I just can barely see it. It looks terrible. It don't even matter. But I'm Perky's Pocket, and this is Full of Rain. Welcome. Welcome. Hopefully we'll have more talks like this, and I'll see you in the next one.